Hello guys, welcome back and welcome to a new section. This section is going to be all about static analysis. And before we get into that, we need to know what is a malware analysis and what is a malware and all that good stuff. I know it is it's a PowerPoint presentation. At most, every time I do a presentation, I'm going to be doing 2 to 3 slides. I don't want to do a lot just because myself, I learn more by doing it than by just sitting there looking at a PowerPoint. So I'm just stating that, right? So what is a malware? So basically, the word malware is short for malicious software. And it basically refers to any intrusive software developed by cybersecurity, or by not cybersecurity, cyber criminals, often called hackers. We have the black hackers, gray hackers, or white hackers, right? And they create those malicious software either to steal data, damage, or destroy computers and computer systems. Examples of malware include viruses, worms, Trojan viruses, spyware, adware, and ransomware, which has been hot lately. And what is the intent of malware? Well, it's developed as a harmful software that invades or corrupts your computer network. That's basically what it does. And the goal of malware is to cause havoc. It's just to cause destruction and steal information or resources for monetary gain or sheer sabotage intent. So that is the definition of malware. And then how do we analyze malware, guys? Well, we start by first creating your lab environment, and then we create some isolation and containment, just like we did by creating that network where only those 2 machines are able to talk to each other, and they're not able to talk to your local network on any other physical machines. They're only going to be able to talk to one another whenever we do any malware analysis. We want to also document everything we find. Everything we find, you want to take a screenshot, write it down, save it somewhere, and just keep going. Then we start with static analysis. And, static analysis is literally just analyzing the malware without executing the malware. So basically, you're taking out the file and you're going to be looking for the hash. See if anybody else, if you take the hash and you go to virus total and you see if anybody else encountered the same malware out there. Then you can do the magic byte to see what is the actual extension of the file. If it is a DLL, a .exe, or a PDF, or whatever it is, or a doc Word document, and a lot of other stuff. Also, when you're doing static analysis, you want to see take a look at the PE header or the portable executable header. What else you want to look at? You want to look at the strings. I think I said that, the strings, to see if there are any code that you can read from the strings, any IP addresses that you want to see in there, any API, any Windows API that you can see that you can recognize, right? Then you can also do reverse engineer, basically opening the file with either with an IDA and seeing if you can just reverse engineer and see how it works, and actually see if you can replicate the code. And then we have dynamic analysis, and also reverse engineer is basically basically like a static analysis, right? And then we have dynamic analysis. Well, dynamic analysis is you execute the malware and see how it behaves, what it does, and what it's trying to do. And while you're doing dynamic analysis, you're basically looking at the network analysis too, because you want to see where it's connecting to. If it's trying to connect to any domain name, trying to download a dropper or something like that, or trying to connect to a C2C or command or a C2, a command and control server. Behavior analysis, seeing if what happens if it's unable to connect to a network, and what happens when it's able to connect to a network. That's like a behavior analysis, right? The memory analysis is when you can take a dump of the RAM, and you can just take a look at the RAM and see what changed and everything that was opened by the malware and changed by the malware and all that good stuff. And then you want to do some reporting. Basically, you report your findings with the community and share with the community to see if anybody else is dealing with this, and they can help each other with the community and all that good stuff. So this is it for this video. We went over what is a malware, right, and how do we analyze a malware. This is it for this video. On the next video, we are going to be doing we're going to go over one PowerPoint slide, just one, and then after that, we are going to be doing some hands-on, like looking at the hash of a file and how you can get a hash of a file and why it is important to get a hash of a file or a malware or potential malware, right? So this is it for this video, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoy, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.